Yo, 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 it's Mark Sarah. Mm. Good evening, Barb. How you doing? How's it going? Fine and dandy. That's good. Fine and dandy. Handy pandy. Okay. Tomorrow I gotta get that. Yeah, it's one of those days. Finally got my car back. My on Monday, my muffler, the pipe broke, and I took it to the shop, and then today they finally fixed it after 3 days. So I finally got it today, and it's back in action. It's Betsy's back for a couple more you know days, I guess. Hopefully longer than that. Yeah, they actually emailed me. Hey Val, how you doing? They actually emailed me today and said that they need the van specifications from the actual place. So I emailed the place today, but they still haven't emailed me back. But I'm probably gonna go down there and get the brochure. Like they just do difficult shit. And like they said that because I work for myself and by myself, I have to specify like that in like one of the sections of the forms. So it's nothing major. It's just like I have to do little odds and ends, and then they're probably gonna give me the permit. Val, I got your donation. Thank you. You can ask your questions when you're ready. But yeah, Barb, it looks good. I was actually happy they emailed me today because I just put the paperwork in on Monday and they already emailed me today. So I was shocked that they got back to me so fast. But it was just to clarify some paperwork to make sure that, it's all legit. I have to get a signature from my one of my main clients. He's away right now. And I couldn't he's away right now and I couldn't get his signature. So I thought that they would let it slide, but they're like, no, no, we need his signature and blah, blah, blah. And he even left his number on it. So, but they didn't call him. They don't care. So they just got like, I just got to do like little odds in there. Get a signature from my client when he comes back from his vacation. Um, and yeah, get a brochure for the van that I'm getting to make it, make them know what I'm actually getting, and just put my name and my date of birth on some stupid form that they have. So it's just little minor shit. Val, you said, Mark, someone hit and run my car. Oh shit! I really am not sure if I'm going to be comfortable with repair for how hard she hit it. Will it be fixed and be okay? Oh wow, Val, that sucks. I can't believe people actually do that, man. I've heard of that from a few people. Who the heck came in here and told me they had somebody hit and run their car? It was parked and they saw it and everything. Like, who the heck was that? That told me. Oh no, that was my friend Shakima. Yeah, someone hit her car in the parking lot, and thank God they had like video footage. And people are disgusting, man. How could you do that to somebody? Yeah, well, that's good. Well, at least you got it on camera. Yeah. I'm telling you, people are crazier now than they ever have been. I when I went to go pick up my car, I took a taxi because nobody was able to take me just because. So I got a taxi. It was only like, a couple minutes or whatever. It's only $20. So the taxi driver was talking to me, and we were talking about how back in the day he was like 10 years older than me. And he was saying like, look at all the walls that have been hit every weekend, and like people like accidents all, every fucking day. Like and back in my day when I was growing up, like 16, 18, 20, it was none of that shit. We barely saw a wall. It was barely an accident. Now it's like every day. It literally is every day there's an accident, and it gets posted every day. And I'm like, and there's a wall like down every day. Like we have stone walls, and people are like absolutely nuts. Like, where the hell are you going? If you want to be a NASCAR driver, then go to the track. Or if you want to race cars, go race cars. You can't do it on the road. Yeah. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people. People, I hate to say it again, but these last 4 years since COVID hit and everybody got that shit, people been going crazy. I honestly like think they did something to people because I'm not crazy. Alcohol kills everybody. Alcohol is the worst thing you can do. I'm so glad I'm not an alcoholic and I don't drink. Like even when I did drink, I never really got drunk and I did some stupid shit, but not, drive and kill somebody, you know? But I'm so glad I'm not an alcoholic, man. And I pray for people who have to deal with that shit. Her car tire fell off and she had to park it and leave it, and she has no insurance. Oh, great. Sounds like a maniac. People are just a joke. All right, so you want to know will it be fixed and be okay? So you want to know if your car can be fixed and is it going to be okay? All right. It must be car week. I just got my car back. Yeah, I feel like the car is going to be fixed and you'll be happy and it'll be okay. I just think that right now you're like you say you're nervous. I'm getting like a nervous, cautious, indecisive energy from you and from this person. but but what I'm getting is that the car will be fixed and everything's gonna work out perfectly fine. You'll get back what you lost from the car. Everything's gonna end up being fine, and you'll recover what's lost. And because I got all good cards here as far as you getting the car back and it being fine. So I see all good things here. It's nothing bad. I just feel like make sure this woman doesn't trick you. Make sure this woman doesn't get away with this, and make sure like well, you got it all on camera, so it's not like you can get away from it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything. I feel like everything can be fixed. It's just a matter of whether or not they get the parts and how old your car is, because that's going to determine pretty much everything. But whatever the case is, I feel like it's going to benefit you either way. You'll be fine. 'Cause I don't get no bad cards here at all. I just get like a cautious involvement or decision that has to be made. Oh, the car is 8 years old. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? Well, she has to. She has to pay. Uh, you know, how else is the car gonna get fixed? She has to. She has to yeah. Because the car is only 8 years old, that means there's enough parts for it. So that's why I get what I get. So if it was older, they'd probably be like, no, yeah. Well, either way, let me see if she's gonna pay for it. That's the question I think we need to ask. Oh, nice, Virgo. Hope you have a good time with her. Cool. My mom comes back from Toronto tomorrow night. She said she had a great time and the funeral was amazing. She saw all her friends, her family. My sister and her went shopping today for a bit. My auntie's happy that they all went. They said the funeral was a success. Everything was fine. It was everybody came, and so my dad's happy. He called me today and said that everything went well because my mom doesn't really have good luck. So, but she said everything went perfectly fine. So, so I'm glad my uncle got a good sending off in his funeral on Wednesday yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, she's gonna pay. I think that you're worried too much about this, Val, and I do see her paying because I got money card here. I think that she has like a rich dad or like she has like a guy that's gonna give her the money and pay for it. Because I got a man here paying for this, like paying for it or helping her pay for it. So she's very determined to make this happen. Like she feels bad and she knows that she messed up and she's gonna get like some type of money from this guy and the guy is gonna help her. Like it might be some delays in getting it, but you'll get it eventually. Yeah, if she's on probation, then somebody's about to save her. So it could be like her husband or her daddy or somebody like that. But it's definitely a person that's very responsible and mature and going to like give her this favor. They give her this money, you know. All right, Virgo, take care, sweetie. So yeah, Val, I don't no matter what I pull here, I get good outcomes for you. I think I don't want you to worry too much. I know it's worrisome and I know it's annoying. If someone did that to me, I'd probably want to beat the crap out of them. Um, but I get all like smart choices and smart things happening. I get her getting the money because I asked is she going to pay you? And it says yes. But she needs to get the money from this guy. So the guy's gonna pay, this man is gonna pay her way. So, but it might be like some delays, or like they might give you some now, some later, or some bullshit like that. But at the end of the day, it's still good. You're still gonna get a good outcome. Yeah, I know. I on Monday my car muffler broke. Hey Rudy, how are you, sweetie? I'm good. On Monday I was driving my car and my muffler broke, and all you heard was raw. It was making all this damn noise. So I turned around real quick, and the mechanic place was like 2 minutes away. Thank God. Spirit had my back on Monday. They were like, "All right, we're gonna Marky, your muffler is gonna break, but you're only 2 minutes away, so you're gonna sound like a boat on the road for about 2 minutes." So I went there on Monday. I dropped the car off, and the woman there, she's a pain in the ass, and she always said they're always busy, right? And I understand, like I just dropped my car there, I'm expecting them to fix it, right? So yesterday she was like, "Oh, we're too busy," and then Tuesday one of their ramps broke down, so they only had one ramp. So then today I went there on my nephew's motorcycle again because I had to go somewhere. So I had to so I went there to check on the car, and I ended up speaking to her face to face. And I was like, "Look, I need my car. I know, that it's been here since Monday, but I really need it. Yeah, I have work to do. Can you please do it? I don't mind paying. I just need my fucking car. I have work to do." She's like, "All right, I'll have it done in a couple hours." So 2 hours later, she called me and said, "Look, the guy welded it back together. It's not a guarantee, but it's definitely fixed." And I was like, "Okay, how much I owe you?" She's like, 225. And I was like, I don't mind paying that. That's not that bad, even though it's, bullshit. But at the end of the day, I have new parts coming in for the car next week. But I don't want to wait till next week. I need my car now. I've got work to do. I've got people waiting on me. So anyway, I got it back today and it's fine. I drove it fine. Everything's fine. It's not sounding like a boat anymore. It sounds back to normal. I looked at the welding job. They did a good job. So I was like, okay, cool. $225 later. Meanwhile, I've spent thousands of dollars on this fucking car all year. I'm like, Jesus, man. I've had like nothing but bad luck with my car all year. And I'm like, this is bullshit. So I actually yesterday, I went to see my new van that I'm going to purchase probably next month once I get my paperwork. They emailed me today and said I have some things to get signed and get dealt with, and then they're going to give me my permit probably next week or next month. So it's probably like 2 weeks time they'll give it to me, because next week we have all this holiday shit coming up. It's like a 2-day holiday weekend here. We have like a big cricket holiday thing. It's called Cup Match. It's like when the East versus the West, and it's like one of our biggest holidays here in Bermuda. It's like a cricket holiday. It's like a sports holiday. But I'm gonna be working here at the house anyway, so I got things to do. And because I got had all this shit happen to my car, it was a pain in the ass. But anyway, I got the car back. I got all my materials today, so I was working this afternoon, and I'll be back to normal tomorrow. But I went to go to my cousin owns a truck place, and he brings in trucks. So he has the new van that I want. I'm gonna get a van, a company van. So I have a private car now that I've been working out of for the longest time. But now I want to get a van and my name on it and all that type of stuff. So I went to see it yesterday. He says he has plenty of them, and I'm ready. He'll have it for me. So I forgot to get the brochure. So the transport control department, they was like, "Oh, look, you need a brochure. You need to tell us where you're gonna buy the vehicle and how and when, blah blah blah." Then I need a signature from my client to prove that I work for him. And It's just like little odds and ends and aggravating, stupid little paperwork things. But you know, yeah, I'm gonna keep my car because I'm gonna fix it. I'm about to spend $4,000 on fixing my damn car, so of course I'm gonna keep it. I'm allowed to have a private car and a light van vehicle for my business. So I'm gonna keep my car because I'm about to fix it, right? So I'm gonna keep my car for a while. When I get my van and it's all like I'm used to it and I'm happy with it, then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to see if anybody will buy it. And if somebody buys it for like 6,000 or something like that, I'll sell it. Because it's 16 years old and it's in great shape. There's no rust in it. And I keep up with it. I have all the receipts of all the things I've done to it. It's worth more than that. But if I can get 6 grand for it, I'll be happy. I'll get rid of it. So I'm thinking about getting rid of it. But I might keep it for like to the rest of the year just to have it and just to make sure I sell it to the right person and get rid of it for the right money. So I'm not gonna sell it for less than that. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, I'll give you five. I'll give no, hell no." So you go look at the car. Look, it's in great shape. You're getting a good car for a good deal. But I don't want two cars. I just want my van because I'm when I sell my car, I'm gonna use that. When I sell my car, I'm gonna use that money to buy a motorcycle. I've always wanted like a motorcycle again, something that I can just quickly go to the store and get what I want and come back. I don't have to use the van, the car, or that bullshit. It's easier to park when I go to the city. If I want to go get a haircut, I might as well go on the bike. And plus, it's summertime. Like I haven't had a motorcycle in a long time because I love my car. I don't want to be on a motorcycle. But since I've been riding my nephew's motorcycle, I kind of get like that feel back. Oh yeah, you know what? I want a motorcycle. So I'll use that money to go buy a motorcycle, and then I'll have a motorcycle and I'll have a van. So that's my plan. Whether or not God likes it or not, or God says, "Okay, Mark, that'll work," then it's all going to depend on what I really want to do. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet because I really love my car and I really don't want to get rid of it because I really love my car. It's been very good to me. I know this year I've been through a lot of bullshit with it, but it's been very reliable. Like now that it's fixed, it's perfectly fine. Like it drives so nice. It's very reliable, and I just want to keep it for a couple more months and then see if I can sell it to somebody that will really take care of it and and really needs it. So I don't know. I'll see what happens. But I'm allowed to keep both, though. But I don't want to pay for both, though. Plus, when I get my new van, I'm gonna fall in love with it probably and be like, all right, it's time to let Betsy go. So I know a guy that wants to buy my car. He says he'll buy it, no problem. So I'll see if he still wants to buy it. But it's hard. Yeah, having two is just too expensive. Okay, Rudy, I just read what you said. Just came ready to say, hey, I'm glad you've been getting your family together. I'm glad everything's okay. Yeah, Barb, it's something that's why I'd rather have the motorcycle because like the motorcycle is easier to park. And it's so hard to park a vehicle now. Like to find a park, I mean, I can park perfectly fine, but finding a park these days and now you have to pay for parking where motorcycles you don't have to pay. It's free and it's easy. So being that I've been riding my nephew's motorcycle, like I feel like, hey, this is cool, I like my motorcycles, I've always had one. And I was like, you know what, I should go buy a brand new motorcycle. Yeah, like a 125 or something. And then when I need to go to the store to my parents' house or, go to the city and, get something real quick that I don't need my car, I'll just go on the bike, on the motorcycle. So I don't know what I want to do yet. I say all these things, but then I'm gonna end up keeping my car because I love it. So I don't know what I want to do because my car is officially on the road, and until my birthday. So come my birthday, I'm gonna have to relicense and insure it, which is like $1,600 for a whole year. With the license and the insurance. So I don't want to pay that and pay for my van at the same time. So that's just too much money, like to be spending on two damn cars. So I might keep it right up until like Christmas time this year and then see how it goes. And if, like I said, if somebody makes me a good offer and they got, they're willing to pay $6,000, $7,000 for my car, then I'll get rid of it. Because I can tell them, hey, look, I just spent all this money fixing this car, so it's going to be good for a long time. So if you want to buy it, you're going to have to pay what I just spent on it. So, yeah, I mean, riding a motorcycle here is easy because, it's easy traffic, it's easy to deal with, um, and it's easy to park and it's free and it's just easier getting in and out of traffic and it's quick hop here and there and it's less gas. It's just less everything. I think that I'm going to save time and money because the vehicle I'm about to get is a gas vehicle and gas is way more than diesel. I have a diesel car now and it's less expensive to run. But the car I'm getting is they don't have them in diesel, they only have them in gas. So I'm like, you know what? You spend more one way and you got to save in another way. So, and now that I'm like kind of liking being on a motorcycle again, I might just, deal with the motorcycle again. I just go by myself. And the thing is, the people, I know a lot of people that have, like my cousin owns the van store, like car store, truck store. So I can get a deal from him. And my other, like one of my great friends that I went to school with, he owns a motorcycle place. So it's like, okay, I can get deals in both places and I can get something nice and reliable and just go for it. Do something different. So that's what I might do. I might do that now. I might just give up the car and get a motorcycle. Get a brand new motorcycle and a brand new van. And I'll be good to go till I retire. I'll be happy. So we'll see what happens. And that way when my nephews want to go for a ride on the motorcycles, one day we can all go on the motorcycle and have fun. Go for a nice little ride. So yeah, I'm gonna see what happens. Time will tell. But the main thing is I got my car back today and it's running nice. It's all back to normal. I got all the things I need to do the job. And she said that Saturday the parts are coming in via DHL. And she said by Tuesday she can probably fit me in to fit all the new parts. Because I have a manual car and the gear selector, like when I put it in reverse, it comes right up. Like the whole shaft and the gear part is all messed up and you hear it rattling. Like it works, but it needs a new one. Like the bushing in there is all messed up. So I got a new one of those coming. I got a new muffler coming because this one got welded, but I have a new one coming because this one's all like messed up. So I have a new muffler coming. I have a new gear selector coming. I have new shocks and new struts coming because the car makes a lot of noise. Because where I live, it's all like speed bumps, and going over those speed bumps for the past 15 years has ruined the shocks on the car. So I've been meaning to change it forever, but they finally got the parts available, and the price came down, so I got a good deal on them. So yeah, I'm gonna have a new old car soon. And today it got welded. The muffler got welded, so things are looking up. My car is gonna have all the new parts by next week. So, and then I'll be happy. And then I'll get my new car and then new van, and then I'll be happier. That's something I've always wanted, is to have a company van, like a business van with my name on it. So that dream is about to come true. It's a matter of time. It should happen next month, maybe 2 weeks though. Yeah, me too, Val. And I hope that everything goes smooth for you and your car as well. From what the cards say, it looks like it will. Looks like everything is going to be okay. So yeah, it's been a car year for me. My car has been, my power steering pump went, my driving shaft went, my brakes were messed up, my muffler dropped this week, my gear selector messed up. It's like, and then I had to get my car. The bonnet had a dent in it, and the back I had to get that sprayed up and sorted out. It was like one thing after another. It was so crazy. The worst was the power steering pump. I was like a whole week without my car. Actually, 2 weeks almost 2 weeks without my car. I was so pissed. And then this week it was 3 days without my car. So it's always a pain in the ass. Something happens, cars and I always say to myself, I'd rather the car have problems than me or my family have problems, like physically or mentally or health wise. So I don't mind fixing a car or not having a car and having car problems than having, like, something bad happen to me or to my family, in a sick or, crazy way. So I always tell God, hey, look, if this is your way of giving me some type of karma or something like that, then that's cool. Like, I'll take it. It's cool. I'll take the car problems. It's all right. Even though it's frustrating, but I'll take car problems over health problems any day. And I think that's, I may be reading into that too much, but, it's just like how I think sometimes. I just rather have that car problems and material problems than have health problems, or have something happen to my family or to you guys. Hey, Miss Bikini. Yeah, it's always something, like, at the end of the day, these things happen. Cars have problems. I've had two cars in my lifetime, and I've had at least 7 motorcycles I've had in my lifetime. And they all had problems. They all broke down. They all had issues. I all had to pay money and sort them out and things like that. I'm the type of person, I don't like to get rid of cars easy. I don't give up on cars. I like to fix them. I like to, like, make sure they last. I get attached to, like, a vehicle or a motorcycle. So I'm not one to, like, oh yeah, it's got problems, fuck it, I'll sell it and get another one. I'm not that type of person. I like to, maintain things, keep up with it, fix it, and, see how it goes. Yeah, I'm not really like a person that's like, I'm gonna get a new vehicle every 5 years so I don't have to deal with problems. Like, who the fuck do you think I am? I can't do that. My first car I bought secondhand. It was a Mitsubishi Colt. It was 8 years old when I bought it, and I had it for 12 years. And it was 20 years old when I sold it. And then the guy got into an accident like 6 months later, and this woman rode off the car, which was sad because it was sad to see the car go. Then in 2008, no, 2000, yeah, 2008 in January, that's when I bought my car, and it's lasted 16 years so far. And this year has been the worst year I've had with the car, like, problem wise. Like, every other month something happens. But hopefully it doesn't, hopefully the problems are solved now. Once I get all the new parts next week, I'll be happy. So, And once it's all fixed, I'll be like, yay, good to go for a few more, years. So yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of opportunities to sell it, and I've had a lot of opportunities to like buy a new car, but I just don't want to. Even now, like I'm like I applied for the van, and like when I got my car back today, I'm like, my car is fixed. I don't need nothing. I'm good. I'm like, Mark, come on, don't do it. Just go get the new van. This car is 16 years old. It's giving you a lot of problems. Just get rid of it and get your new car, your new van. You've always wanted to do it. So I'm kind of like talking to myself, reassuring myself that I'm doing the right thing. But it's gonna be hard for me to give up my car, even when it's fixed. Like when it's all fixed, I'm gonna like drive it, and I'm gonna be like, this thing's worth more money than what I think it is. Anybody wants it, you're gonna have to pay because I just fixed it. So, and I can prove I fixed it. So that's the good thing. But somebody will probably buy it because they're good cars, and somebody always wants a secondhand car. So we'll see. And then again, I might just say, to hell with it and just keep it. I don't know what I want to do yet. It would be nice to have two vehicles and drive one day and drive one another day. I'll see how I like that. I'll do it for a little while and then see if I get fed up or not. I'll see how it goes. I'll use the new car to do nice jobs and clean jobs, and I'll use my old car to do like shitty jobs and jobs that I can get my car dirty. When I go cut my mom and dad's grass, I take like the weed eater and the blower, and I take like grass in back of the car. Like I wrap it up in uh like a sheet, and I dispose of the grass and stuff and the trees and things like that. I don't really want to do that in my new van. I'd rather just take my old car and just do it like in there. So that's another reason for me to keep it when I make trash runs or do like grass and shit like that. Hey LZ, how you doing? That's good, Bob. 14-year-old car. That's not bad at all. That's a good lifespan. My dad had a Hyundai Pony it was called, and that car was 16 years old, and he changed like the some parts in the engine, and it lasted a little bit longer. And then he had a Nissan Sentra that was 22 years old, and it got rode off. Somebody hit it. If nobody hit that car would be still on the road right now. Yeah, there you go, Barb. I actually had a bike, a motorcycle. I actually had a motorcycle for like, I think it was like 15 years old, and then I sold it as a vintage motorcycle. I sold it to a young guy. I didn't really want to sell it to him, but he ended up selling it to this other guy. So I was kind of pissed, but whatever. I got my money for it. All right, LZ. What I got is use your judgment wisely. Make sure you're fair. Make sure you're being make sure people are being fair to you, especially a woman. I see like a woman around you, um, that might not be a true friend, or might or be biased towards you, or judges you, or something like that. This person can have brown hair, and I get them here as somebody who's not being very fair. But this person like falsely accuses you of something. Could be a family member, could be like a work person, could be somebody that is biased towards you, or not really a true friend. This person might, talk to hear themselves, type of thing, and you might like, yeah, I know you. No thanks. Um, I get your daughter here in spirit as well, and she's got like a book in her hand, and she's telling me that she wants you to deeply concentrate more on your work life, and the things in your career, and really like, uh get into your books and get back into the groove of like, work life, and focusing more on getting more knowledge, reflecting on the things that you've done that you need to get better with. And like, she wants you to come up with new ideas and learn more, and she feels like if you do that, you'll gain more experience and more things, like, she wants you to like really focus on that. I see her holding a brown book, and like flicking through the pages, and like she's really looking at it, and she's telling me to tell you that, to really like focus on and respect your knowledge, and have, the respect for knowledges, like, like really like pay attention. She's being very stern about that. Like, she's like saying, really tell her to like really, get with the program, with the books, and work and things like that. Like, be a go doer, or whatever the heck it is, what you say, a do gooder, or whatever. So that's what I would say, like, to do. Um, and that would be good if you do that. That's what she wants you to do. Like, there's gonna be some difficult situations coming up, and there's gonna be a lot of things that you're gonna have to deal with. Um, but I still see like you dealing with people that have disrespected you in the past, or have said like certain things, like, how you have your family members and acting up. So you might get that again. Family matters, people that are, annoying or irritating. There's always people like that around. It doesn't matter how good you are or how bad you are. It's just like people are going to be people, and they're going to try and make things difficult for you in some type of way. Um, but don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, these people are empty inside, and they need you to, like, how a person that deceives and tricks you wants attention in order to thrive off of getting it from you. So the less you give, the less they'll get, and the less you deal with that type of energy, the better your life is going to be at the end of the day. That's the main message here, is not to give anybody your energy, as much as hard as it can be sometimes. But if you do that, you'll be fine. And I feel that's why in spirit your daughter's saying that she'd rather you like she says you might be undermined because you're of your profession. You might get like people might a person might say to you, oh, because you're a teacher doesn't mean that you're smarter than me, or if you think that you are, then you're a delusional, or something like that. Like, somebody might make that stupid comment, or try to undermine you because of your profession. So that's something that you can, like, see and have come toward you. Like, you might have that situation happen, but she doesn't want you to get caught up in that. She wants you to like say, yeah, well, guess what? I have this certification, so I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm qualified. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. So she's saying that there might be a situation where you might have to put your foot down and say, hey, look, I know what I know, and you can't tell me I don't. But she said that she wants you to be like prepared for that, prepared to be like tested or undermined, and just like prove your point. You don't have to, but focus more on work. That's what she's saying. Yeah. I feel like you are gonna be fine, LZ. Everything's gonna be fine for you. You're gonna be okay. Like I feel like you're going to be happy. Good things are gonna happen for you personally. But don't let the outside chatter and bullshit get to you. Like somebody might talk shit about you, or somebody might spread rumors about you, or say something bad about you, or try to start an argument with you. And it's a woman. I keep getting a woman trying to like a woman with brown hair is gonna aggravate you and gonna say stupid shit. This woman's jealous of you. She might harass you. She might start an argument with you. But it's only because this person's like wish that they could be you, or wish they were in your situation, or whatever the case may be. But there's nothing wrong with you personally that I see here. It's just the people on the outside, especially this woman. So that's what that's what spirit wants you to know. And I see her looking through some brown book. Like the book's got a brown cover and the pages are like white. And it has like one of those ribbon divider things in it. It's weird. Oh hey Miss Bikini, you made it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I got a beep there. I'll sort you out in a minute. Thank you. I started up at the gym again, hoping this will help. Yeah, that I still see that being a problem. Like even like a specific woman. Okay, yeah. So maybe there's something in that journal that you have to check that will make sense to you. Cause or but that's the book that I see your daughter in spirit looking through. So there's something up with that book. Yeah, or maybe you have well, because you haven't used it, maybe it's time to do it. That's what she's probably getting the point across about it. But this negative woman, the best my advice is to like not even entertain it. Like just I know it's hard, guys, to like give somebody silent treatment and and let somebody like talk shit. But the best thing to do like is just like ignore ignorance. Like don't even say nothing. Fuck them. That's what you have to do. Like just basically say fuck you, and just move on. That's the best way because when there's people out there that say shit or aggravate you or talk shit about you, the best thing to do is like to never entertain it. To be like to hell with you. Yeah, there you go. And like if you're gonna go to the gym and do what you gotta do, then go for it. You know? Whatever makes you happy, just keep doing it and try not to focus too much on the outside. Spirit wants you to focus more on yourself and don't even listen to anybody on the outside. You know? And trust me, I know it's hard. I know it's hard dealing with fucking idiots. But my suggestion is to always ignore ignorance. That's the best way. And if you do that, life gets better. Definitely better. So that's the test that we all have is dealing with idiots. All right, Miss Bikini. Oh, damn. What you doing, woman? Thank you, Miss Bikini. I appreciate that donation. You didn't have to do that, sweetheart. So good. You don't have to do that. But thank you. I appreciate it. And you can ask me whatever you want. Oh, yes. I knew you would. It's happened to a lot of people lately. A lot of people have been telling me like they've been like uncovering certain things that they don't know, or things like that. Oh, really? That's your cat, right? Oh, okay. Poor kitty cat. Oh man, poor kitty. Yeah, that's a little bit too much for animal. But if you love them that much, then hey, that's pretty much what you got to do. That sucks. Well, yeah, I feel like the cat's gonna be okay, but yeah, I feel like the cat's gonna be okay. There's actually like another big cat around that one, like a cat in spirit that's helping really. And this cat is like really fluffy, and it's big, and it's got like pointy hairs on his ears, and it's like a shabby looking cat with like it's like dark brownish gray with like a touch of like lighter gray, and the cat looks kind of like boss cat like type of look. And this cat's like helping Willie like through its process. Like it could be like the father of the cat. I don't think it's the mother, it's the father of the cat. Hmm. I see Phil like sitting on a couch on like a beige, like a dark beige couch. And I see him like sitting there, and he's got like tears in his eyes. His eyes are very glossy and teary eyed. Um, he tells me he's upset at another man. Could be like a guy that he used to work with, Remember you told me something about you had to give your laptop or the phone or something back to the company or some shit like that. Was it a man who asked you to do that? If my memory serves me right? Because he tells me he's upset at a guy, an asshole. He says this guy's an asshole and he shouldn't have done something. And I feel like it's work related. I also feel like I see him comforting the cat, but he's got two cats around him. It's this big ass fluffy cat and another, and I guess Willie. Yeah, like he says he's upset at that as well. Like he says a man did that or some asshole. He said, um, he did Phil have a son by any chance, or does Phil have a son? No kids, or does he have a younger brother? I feel like this guy's younger than him. That's why I said maybe a son. If he doesn't have a son, maybe it's a brother. I guess I don't know. But I see like him around like a younger guy, an older brother. Hmm. Maybe this is yeah. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can get like if I can get a because I see him around somebody. Yeah, he can be around alive or dead people. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to figure out who this guy is that he's talking about. Like, cause he's next to there's a guy right, and he has. Did he have like dirty blonde hair or blonde hair? Did he have light colored hair like blonde hair by any chance? Because it's not an older guy. It's definitely a younger guy. And that could be this guy. If this guy's blonde, it could be him. Like I don't know. It kind of looks like dirty blondish or blondish, like dirty blondish type hair. Oh, okay, shit. All right. Well, I'll tell you. He's next to this dirty blondish hair guy, and he's got like a crop of hair, and it's pulled to the side, and like he looks kind of like scruffy looking. But he's about maybe like in his 20s, maybe. At least he looks like he's in his 20s. But anyway, Phil's with this guy too. Like he's next to him, and this young man helped. He wants you to know that this young man helped Phil, like in the spirit world, and like get him, acquainted with everything. It's the only person that he like could trust. I know I told you I saw him with his parents and all that stuff. That's not the case right now. Like right now, he's with this young guy, this young boy, this young man. And like he's also telling me that this guy helped him in spirit, like came to him and like was like, hey, it's me, you can trust me, and like he made amends with this guy or something like that. He's telling me if Phil loved his job, he misses his job. Like he's telling me like I miss working, like I miss my job, or Like if he was like a person who is missed at his job, he also misses his job. And he's like he's wiping his tears. Like he's kind of like teary eyed. He's not like bawling, crying, but like he's wiping the tears from his eyes occasionally. I feel like he's missed at his job. Yeah, he's telling me about like the people at his job and how he misses going to work and working and all that type of stuff. Yeah, like he's very much missed there at his job. He's telling me. Yeah, he definitely said to me that he misses his job and misses the people there. He tells me about he's saying to me that he appreciates what you've done without him. And he says that he knows it hasn't been easy for you, but he says that he travels in the truck with you all the time. I believe I told you that the other day too. But like he just showed me like an image of like him in the passenger side and like some mountainish like trees area or whatever and like water and things like that. Like he definitely misses you and everything. Like he honestly, I'll tell you, like he's crying more now. Like he couldn't hold himself. I actually feel like tearing up myself because I feel bad for him. Like he's on the couch and he's constantly wiping his tears off his eyes with like a and he's saying like how much he misses like physically being there with you and going. But he says, "Don't worry, I'm always in the passenger side, and he's always there with you." He wants you to take your time. Like he doesn't want you to overdo it. He says, "Don't try and you know overdo yourself and make things worse, and don't like get so tired and like don't he doesn't want you to overdo it. He says, look, he doesn't care how things look and how things are and if you've neglected something. Like he doesn't want you to feel like you have to do something to like make him feel a certain way. Like he doesn't want you to go overboard. He says, hey, fuck all of that. Like he wants you to be happy and he wants you to like continue to do what you have to do. But he says, don't try and do everything all at once. He says, just leave it, just be fine. He says, don't worry about it. Yeah. Like he says he misses like sitting at the table eating with you every day. But he says, I sit there and watch you eat anyway, or I watch you, do whatever. Like he says he's always there at a table watching you and he's there at the house all the time. He says it's been very hard for him to watch you every day. And like he says he doesn't stay there all the time and he visits like every like his family and stuff. but he says like he wants to be there when you're not feeling well. I can ask him, see what he says. No, I don't think he does. Like he doesn't like he wants you to do whatever you feel like you want to do, but like he thinks that his sister will feel like a certain way, if that makes sense. Like there might be like a conflict of interest. Like, like, oh, do you really, want that? Yeah, like I don't know if I want you to do, like he doesn't want you to like go through any conflict. She's not very kind. Yeah. Like I'm kind of getting like she might not really accept the fact that she should be giving it to you, whatever it is. Like, yeah. Hey Justin, how you doing? All right, Barb. Yes, get your beauty sleep, and I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, he's kind of like he was like he went like this. He was like, yeah, whatever, and like it's like he's almost saying if you really feel like you want to deal with it, you can go, but he won't care, like, yeah. Like I kind of feel like he doesn't really give a shit like too much about that stuff. Like he doesn't want you to get caught up with her and conflicts and things. Like he'd rather you just like, not even worry about it type of thing. Like he just says do whatever you wish you want to do. It's really up to you if you want to get into that. Is pretty much what he's saying. Like I feel like he doesn't want you to get involved in anything unnecessarily. I truly believe he doesn't want you to be frustrated anymore with any of his family or belongings or anything, things like that or any type of bullshit like that. Like was he like a breakfast person? Like he had to have breakfast or something? It's like like he shows me an image of him like eating like a donut or like a scone or like a muffin or something. I can't really see it, but like I feel like he was a breakfast person. Like he ate breakfast every day, and that was like his highlight of his day. And he says like he misses that. Ah, okay, yeah. So he's like me. He's got to eat his eggs every day. I mean, I eat eggs every day too. I just bought 2 croissants, and I make like not every morning, but every like week I'll make like a croissant with egg and bacon and or sausage or cheese or whatever. He had a scrambled egg surprise. Yeah. Yeah, he's telling me about that. I'm kind of like laughing because I'm the same way. Like I love my breakfast. I have to have breakfast or else I won't be right. Yeah. Yeah, I that's what he just like kind of said, like he misses doing that every day because I'm getting like a you know, yeah. So maybe that's it. Maybe the toast. Because I see you know, like I want to say a scone or something, but if it's toast, then it's probably toast because I see like something in his hand and it looks like a pastry or a bread or something. Like, but I can't make it out. But he's like, he's eating it, and I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, see, there you go. Maybe that's why he told me that to say, hey, I'm here. That's cool that you can smell that because that just like proves that he's there, you know. Like it's weird because today I smelt the aftershave of my uncle in my workshop, and I'm like, I was like, no fucking way, he's in here. I was like, oh, cool. And I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, there's nobody around here that wears cologne that's in here right now. I don't even wear cologne. I don't like cologne or aftershave. Like I just wear underarm deodorant. I don't need all that fucking fumes all around me and shit. But I was downstairs, and that's not a place where I normally smell toast, and I keep smelling. Yeah, see, that's him. That's so cool. Yeah. Rudy, that's just spirit there hanging out with you. That's good. That's good. It's Spirit Week. Mhm. But Phil is very much there. You know, that's probably why he mentioned the breakfast thing to me. Like he's telling me the things that he misses and the things that he really likes. You know, Jocelyn says I'm home alone. Yeah, like the main thing he keeps saying is he doesn't want you to make your life difficult. Like don't like make things difficult. Like he says, like just don't get worried, don't be concerned, you know, like just live life and just be cool. Like he doesn't care about whatever happens. Like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, he said that he loves to like hang out, eat with you and at the table and stuff like that. If there was like a table that you guys ate at every day, then that's like where he's sitting right now. And like I can see like him looking at you. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want you to beat yourself up. Like just keep doing what you have to do. Maybe that's why he's mentioning food and breakfast and then he wants you to eat. Maybe that's why he's showing me all this good breakfast stuff. I don't know if you like eating muffins or scones or donuts or toast or bread, but yeah, that's the things that I saw on the table. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why he tells me stop worrying and stop like he's like basically like making that a point. Like he doesn't want you to give a fuck about a lot of things. He wants you to just like don't worry about it, you know. Like he said nothing's gonna happen bad or anything like that. He said he's making sure that everything's okay. And because I see him with his nephew this time around, the first time I saw him with his parents. But this time I see him with the nephew, so it's like he's making his rounds and he's getting help from the nephew because he says he trusts the nephew. So if the nephew is has been passed away for a while, he's already accustomed to the spirit life, so he's helping, his Uncle Phil. So that's what like he's like saying. He wants you to know if you hear anything else, it's probably the nephew like hanging out with him. Like he trusts the nephew to be there when he's not, is what he just said. Like if you have like a wooden porch outside, I see this guy hanging out by like a pillar or like a wooden porch area, and he's hanging out there. Like he holds down the fort, and he has like a dog with him as well. Yeah, that's why they made that movie, because they want you to know that that shit really exists, and I know it does. I don't have to like prove it to anybody. I know for sure that they're there. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. That's pretty much like where I see like this the situation where they are. Did he play like darts by any chance, or like something like that? Or did you guys go to like a sports bar where you saw people playing darts or playing some type of game or something like that? Like he shows me like a place where like he hangs out, and it's got like person playing darts. Like if he didn't play, maybe he's watching this person play darts. Could be the nephew, I guess. But like it's like a place where it's like a bar, and it's like a really small place. It's not that big. And it's got like these old chairs, and it's got a guy playing darts. Not him, but like he's watching the guy play darts. So like he's hanging out like at this bar area, and he's watching like people play darts and things like that. And I see like a pool table too. That's why I asked if he plays darts. But he hangs out like at this place too. He says, by the way, I'm at this place too. Club event there. I'm not. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe this place had like this club that you went to like had that. Hey Dan, how you doing? Yeah, yeah. That's why I asked if he played, because I saw somebody playing darts at a club. Like, yeah, okay, well there you go, yeah. Yeah. I know I ain't seen shit. Yeah. So he hangs out there as well. Miss Bikini. Yeah. He hangs out there as well. Like I think he took his nephew there, or his nephew to he took his nephew there to hang out there. Or maybe he hangs out there with like some of his friends and stuff. So yeah. Like he just said that I'm never gonna leave you. I'm never gonna leave your side. He said he wants to reassure you, like, and he can't even say it with a straight face. Like he's starting to like cry again. And he said, Mark, just tell her for sure that I'm not gonna like if you fear that, don't. Like he says, I'm not gonna leave your side. Like he's getting emotion. Like he says, like tell her like don't fear that I'm not gonna leave. Like even like he's saying to me, I can't be there all the time, but when when you feel like he's not there, then he's not. But he says, I will do things to make you know I am. But he says I can't be there all the time. Me, like he says he wants to like visit, his family, his friends, and like he like yeah. It's not that he gets fed up of being with you. It's like spirit does that. They don't stay sometimes in one place. Like they want to go and see everybody, or they want to hang out with someone, or like see how the nephew came into the reading today, and and I'm getting chills all over my neck right now. So like he took him to the club, and like he was hanging out with him there. So like he says that he trusts his nephew, so he wants you to know that he's hanging out with his nephew and going taking him to places. Like so maybe the nephew visited his house because I saw him on the porch, and like him around him, and him sitting at the and on a couch. So he's definitely around all the time, but he wants you to know that do not fear him leaving. Like he's always gonna be around. Not every day, but he will be there. Like he's not gonna leave your side. And he stresses a lot to not for you not to go above and beyond. Like he's not upset at you for anything. Like he knows that um like he knows that you've done what you can, and to not think that you're like a piece of shit or something. Like he doesn't want you to feel bad. Like if he had that type of attitude, was like, I don't fucking care. When we don't get it done today, we'll get it done tomorrow. Like fuck it. If he was that type of guy, like, and then he's basically saying that now, like, don't feel like you got to do all this shit in memory of him or for him, or like, if he's the type of guy, like, look, tomorrow's another day. Like, fuck this, sweetheart. Let's go. Fuck that shit. That shit can wait. If he was that type of guy, that's what he's saying. Like, he's starting to like he's getting emotional here. Like, he's saying, like, please, Mark, tell her, like, don't worry about all that bullshit. Like, he's not worried about anything. Like he's not worried about what you've done, what you haven't done, what you've neglected. He doesn't want you to feel like any type of way. He's totally understands. Like, because like you said before, he did everything. And that's why he doesn't want you to feel like you have to fill his shoes or do what he did. And if you don't, like he's gonna be like, ooh. He says he doesn't give a fuck. He wants you to live your life and be happy. Like he doesn't want you to feel guilty at all. I like Phil. He's like he's an easygoing spirit, but he's I've never seen him like the other times I've like seen him. He's never been this emotional and like I guess that's why why this happened today. Because you normally don't you know ask about him, but yeah, he doesn't want you to worry. Yeah, he says he'll take care of Willie as much as he can, and he says he'll be fine for now. He says he'll be fine. That he's trying his best to help, and the other cat in spirit is helping him too. I know this sounds fucking crazy, but believe it, it does happen. Dogs and cats take care, and animals take care of each other in spirit too. It definitely happens. I've seen like a lot of that shit. I've seen like spirit with their dead animals, like their spirit animals, like every single one of them. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah, I know. To you, it isn't. Yeah, but some people be like, "What the fuck, this guy talking?" But yeah, it's definitely there. Yeah, he has cats and a dog with him. Yeah, he's definitely like definitely he's definitely with another cat there. I see a cat. And I saw the nephew with a dog, but I don't know what type of I can't I don't like the dogs like like medium type of dog with a long like nose and a curly tail, like a curled tail. I don't know what type of dog that is. I'm not really like I know certain type of dogs, but I don't know what type of dog that is. Yeah, a terrier. Maybe that's it. Yeah. All I know is German shepherds, pit bulls, boxers, other type of dogs, but I don't know this dog. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's the type of dog I see. I see the dog on the porch with the nephew. One time I saw Ilda's dad in the front of her like house with like three or four dogs. One time they were all next to him. Yeah, Miss Bikini, you have nothing to worry about. He's fine. He's very emotional right now because he feels bad, like leaving you behind and leaving you with all the burdens and things. And he just wants you to know that you don't have to fix everything and you don't have to like go out of your way. He's not like saying, "Oh yeah, you worthless," whatever. He doesn't give a fuck. He really doesn't. He's like, "Look, you just do what it. Just tell her do whatever she wants." He doesn't care. Like he's not gonna get upset with anything you do. Like he's just happy. He's telling me he's happy with what you've done, and he's not like against you in any decision or anything. He doesn't care. Like he just wants you to do whatever you can for yourself, basically. All right, sorry, LZ. I had to give Miss Bikini that reading. That's why sometimes when you ask a question, you should ask both sometimes at the same time. But yeah. You're welcome, Miss Bikini, and thank you as well. I appreciate that. Yeah, he definitely he definitely yeah, I haven't read from Miss Bikini in a long time. Um but yeah, Phil's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's somebody who I respect in the spirit world, like right now. Just seeing like how he is and how he acts. He reminds me of a guy I used to know. Like and I see him uh with like like a shirt, like a button-up shirt, shorts, and you know how you have like your glasses, your shades like this, and you have like that strap that goes around your neck so it doesn't like fall. Like I don't know if he wore that, but like I see him with one of those. Like you know what I'm talking about, where if you take off your glasses and it just hangs there, like with a strap around your neck, and then you just go like this and bring it back up. Like I see that on him. I don't know if he ever had one of those, but like I see that on him, like the shades like hanging on that little thing. I never had one of those, but I don't know if he did, but he looks like well dressed and everything. Okay, well that's what it is then. The glasses are in the thing. Okay. Yeah. I was wondering why the glasses were hanging there and like I'm like, what is that thing? But yeah, he's got like a khaki looking shirt, like that beigey khaki look, and he's got like a button up shirt, and he's got like his shades and everything, and he looks great. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad he's okay. He looks good. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about Willie. He's gonna take care of Willie as well, and I believe Willie's dad is also around, like a scruffier looking older cat, like is around him. Cat's very fluffy, that the one that's in spirit. You're welcome, Miss Bikini, anytime. I'm glad that Phil came through and you got what you had to hear. Just know that he's never gonna, like, don't fear anything. He's fine. He's okay. He's just making his rounds. But see, that's why you smelled the toast today. See that? They always give you signs. Like, see how you smelled the toast, right? I smelled my godfather's cologne in my workshop, and I'm like, there's nobody around here that has that like cologne aftershave. So my uncle, he's always around me. Like, he's probably like happy because I'm in the workshop, like doing shit. He used to do all that type of stuff too, like fix shit, make shit. That's what I've been doing lately, playing carpenter. Oh boy, I love when spirit comes through and shows love. That's good. I didn't like him seeing him cry too much, but I don't think he couldn't hold it, you know. But he doesn't want you to like fear anything. You'll be fine. All right, LZ. You said let's get a school year forecast. Got stuck with the new subject. I don't know. Oh, well, that's what I saw then. So that's the new knowledge you need to know. Remember I told you? That was your reading before that. I said your daughter was saying how you have to learn something, new knowledge, or you have to, get with it now. Yeah. With the new subject, I don't know. See, there you go. That's why she's telling you get your shit together now. That makes sense. Okay. He had misty eyes. Yeah, that's the vibe I get off of him. He almost made me cry just now. I had to hold myself. But his eyes were like misty and teary eyed. Like that's like I can see him very clear. He's a good guy. I like Phil. He's cool. He gave off very good energy just now. So that reassures me that, he's okay with everything. Cause trust me, like if he'll say like if he wasn't happy, like I'm sure he would, but he definitely is like he's more upset that you fear everything and you're like you're doing too much. Like he doesn't want you to do that. He wants you to like stop worrying and just live your life. Just be happy. I like that about him. You don't want to be like that chick that came in here and her mom was like, tell that bitch mop the floor. I'll never forget that as long as I live. That woman was like, tell that bitch mop my floor. Ever since I died, she ain't cleaned that fucking house. She went off and I was like, oh, god damn. And I was like, when was the last time you cleaned the house? Oh shit. I haven't cleaned it since. I said, yeah, she just told me you ain't mopped the damn floor since she died. You better fucking clean that goddamn house. She left it to you, at least you can do is clean it. That was probably one of the funniest readings I ever did for somebody. Where the spirit, the lady, the mama was going right off. She was like so mad. Oh my God. Boy, the joys of these things. Yeah, relax. You got this. You're getting a new principal too. Not sure if they will be in charge of my department or not. It could go good or bad. Never been between them and the principal. Oh, excuse me. Is it a woman? LZ, do you know if it's a woman principal or a man? Your mom was right, Dan. Oh, you don't know yet? Oh, okay. Maybe that's the woman that I saw that might be a little judgmental or strict. Could be her. If it's a woman. Usually women principals are a pain in the ass. Yeah, hopefully not. Okay. Well, what I'm getting here, LZ, with the school year coming up is, you're going to be fine. Like I always tell you, you're going to be, you personally, I feel like everybody knows you and everybody's okay with you and they like you. I feel like you're going to get recognition, and as long as you put in the work, then I know you have this new subject and this change that you're going to go through. At first, you're going to be like, fuck, I'm not very certain about this. It's making me feel like a certain way, and I hope that this doesn't defeat me. So it's all in your mind. Okay. So at first, it might be a little challenging, but as you go on, you will approach it and end whatever situation or problems that you have, or any doubts that you have. It'll get better as it rolls on. I feel like I'm getting 10. So 10 and 11. So that's October and November. So I know the school year starts like August, September, right? So by October and November, things are going to start to move forward. But like I said before, what I keep getting with you is, like, don't let anything disappoint you. Don't let people, like, or anything, don't let like any unhappiness or delays, or like, just remove those thoughts out of your mind. Just try and remove all thoughts of like fear and not doing it, learning something new, and then succeeding and not succeeding. You got to eliminate those things from your mind in order to make it happen. And that's what I see the challenge being, like. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. Like October, November, it's still gonna be okay. Like things, that's the months that I feel like you're gonna be okay. And I feel like because you've been there for a while, and you have like, I feel like the reason they put this on you is because they know that you'll work hard to deal with it, and they know that you're successful, and they know that people will are willing to give that to you because you can handle it, if that makes sense. Well, I'm telling you why they picked you. They picked you because they know you can do it. They know that you're capable of doing it. I got compatibility, understanding. I got like, you're the perfect person for the job. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I feel. That's why they gave it to you, because they know you can handle it. Come on, LZ. Don't be, see, you can't do that to yourself. What sign are you anyway? I can't remember what sign you are. We don't really discuss signs too much in here, but what sign are you again? I can't remember when your fucking birthday was. It already passed. Taurus, yes. Oh, no wonder. There you go. See, you're a fixed sign like me. See, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo are all fixed signs. So we want everything to be perfect. We want everything to be great. We want to be the best at what we do. So, but because you're a Taurus, you have that fear of whether or not it's gonna work. But trust me, See what you said there? I'm successful. Don't worry about the butt. Just worry about your butt. Okay? Shake your butt and be successful. No butt, even donkeys and horses collapse under too much weight. Don't worry about that shit. You're not a horse and you're not a donkey. You're a ram. Okay? You're a Taurus. So, a bull. I mean, a bull. Sorry, my bad. Rams are Aries. See, you're confusing me. Anyway, yeah. So you're a bull. See, you charge through everything. Don't worry. Yeah, I know those people. There's a lot of them in here. We all like each other, especially on Thursdays. Yeah, exactly. So try not to do that to yourself. That's the main thing. Is trying hard not to do that to yourself. That's the main thing. So I don't see anything bad happening. I just feel like it's all in your mind. And like I said, because you've been put that challenge forth to you, um, because you've been put that challenge on, um, it's either gonna make or break you, right? That's how you feel. But I feel like from what I see here and what I'm hearing is that, even whatever situations, the outcome is always gonna be for the better. That's how you gotta live. You gotta live for the better. You can't say, hey, I'm gonna fuck up. Like, don't think that. Like, divert your thoughts into positive thoughts. And of course, yes, you're gonna say, Mark, you always say that. Well, then listen to me, damn it. Yeah, see, Miss Bikini's a Taurus, you're a Taurus, Marley's a Scorpio, Dan's a Leo, I'm an Aquarius, all fixed signs. See? Usually all the fixed signs can tolerate each other. They're the ones that get along with each other because they understand each other. They strive for greatness and they want to make sure everything's done. And we worry too much. And we want to make sure that everybody sees us and be like, yeah, we're not like, we can't, challenge them. If we do, we're fucked. They're better than us. We'll just leave them alone. And we're like, yeah, told you leave us alone. You don't want to listen. But I think our biggest worry is worry. We worry too much. And we have to stop. That's why we're called fixed signs, because we can fix everything. Everything can be fixed in our minds, right? So one thing I always tell everybody is you have to manipulate your own mind in a good way to stay positive and to stay worry free. And if you can like completely put blinders, like horses have blinders and they only see one way and they can't see left and right. That's how you gotta be. You gotta put them fucking blinders on and don't look to the side. Just keep looking forward, like keep going straight and just not worry about anything else. No, you don't want to be no damn Pisces. That's too much emotional thoughts. Pisces women and men are not my favorite people. I have some of them I tolerate and like, but not all, not too many. They're a little in la la land. They kind of aggravate me. But LZ, I would say like, yeah, there you go. Your double Scorpio is what's doing it. Blame Scorpio, yes. That would do. Scorpio is more of sensitivity. I feel like a lot of Scorpios are sensitive when you say something to them. They're never wrong, and they they think that uh, they know more than everybody else sometimes. But that's the fixed sign energy in them. They just get too sensitive. And then they'll probably say, well, what about you? What about Aquarius? Hey, I'm not perfect. Did I say I'm perfect? No. Now leave me alone. Yeah, heavy drinkers and assholes. There you go, Dan. That's what we can call them. But LZ, the main thing there is focus on yourself and take the challenge, complete the challenge, take on the challenge. And that's exactly what I told you earlier when I saw the book in your daughter's hand in spirit. I was like, okay, she wants you to concentrate more on work. And that's why, see, she already knew what was going on before you told me. That's the sign right there. So if I see spirit with a book and they're telling me for you to concentrate, and that's why. So you got that new subject to deal with. So she wants you to hit the books. Yeah, one of my best friends is a Taurus, and one of my best friends is a Scorpio. But there's a Taurus. My oldest brother-in-law, he's a Taurus, but I don't get along with him. He's like one of those whack ass Tauruses. I don't like him at all. Me and him do not get along. But my Taurus cousin, he's my best friend. I've known him all my life since 6 years old, and we never really fought in a bad way where we like disconnected from each other. When we get together, we laugh the whole time and we talk shit for hours. Like we're always been close. And my Scorpio best friend, I've known him for like 20, maybe 20, 21, 22 years. Me and him, all we do is talk shit, and we've never fought or anything like that. We just have fun and talk shit too. It's kind of weird because I never really, like pinpointed a sign and a person like with the sign and related it to like good, bad, ugly, or best friends. And I when I checked it all out, I was like, that's so crazy. How like my two best friends are fixed signs like me. It's crazy. So that's what I kind of tell people. Like sometimes you gotta get like the same people in order to have like that knowledge. So that's why I have all you guys in here because we relate to each other and we get along with each other. That's why these things happen. That's why I pointed out. You know, I'm a Taurus. I can remember the last time I had stability and last time, and that's because I was at home. You know what, LZ? That's exactly what happened to me in 2020. Everything changed for me. Everybody was suffering with COVID and making the decision about the shot, and I was like, "Fuck all this shit. I don't believe none of this shit. I could care less." And I was on here online every day, and that's when I got more like more people, and that's when my channel started getting more people and more popular. Was back in 2020 because I was online all day because I was on lockdown, and I wasn't suffering at all. Even 2021 was even a better year for me, yet even better. And 2022, 2023 was kind of shitty. Last year was bad, and this year's been okay so far. Not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty. This year's been good with finances and work, but my car and family and people are still a pain in the ass. But it affects everybody different. So I know how you feel, LZ. Miss Bikini says, tequila, I'm allergic, makes my legs spread. Tequila will have me falling in bushes. You know what? Tequila wasn't the thing for me. You know what was the thing for me, Miss Bikini, is Grey Goose vodka. I don't know if you've had Grey Goose vodka, but Grey Goose vodka goes down like water. It's very smooth. It doesn't affect me. But after like the fifth or sixth one, vodka and cranberry and pineapple, or vodka and ale or something like that Grey Goose, that particular one, it was all over. I after like the fifth or sixth one, I was, yeah, I don't have to elaborate any more on that. But yeah, that's when I was actually, drunk. Or if I want to get like a serious buzz, that's what I would use. That's what I would do. Yeah, Dan, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, the fifth or sixth one, it was lights out for me. I don't need much to get, feel crazy. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, LZ, that's the thing. It's all about numerology too, like the numbers and like what it adds up to, like it's 6, 7, and 8 years. And then it also depends on like how those numbers affect you. If you really had a good year in 2020, so two and two is four, and two, two and one is five. So like the four and the five will probably be better for you, whereas these years aren't. You know, and that's usually what how it is. You know, it's like you have your bad numbers and your good numbers. That's why like every year is different. Yes, Miss Bikini, I know. I'm allergic to Grey Goose vodka too, because I will get somebody's legs spread open too, or my D start to do dangerous things. I don't like it. All depends on like. See, I'm a life path 5, and I was born on the 6th. So 5 years and 6 years are going to be good, and that's what happened with me in 2021 and 2022 were great years for me. Period. They were both great years, even though the pandemic and all that shit was going on. It didn't make no difference. I made a lot of money in those 2 years, and I had a lot of work, and uh, everything went right for me. Everything. Like it was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how can this happen? Like, but it's just the way it is. And then like this year is an 8 year, so 8 is like a year of abundance and money and things like that, right? So if you're looking to make good money, this is the type of year it'll happen for certain people. And it's also like, 8 is what goes around comes around. It's the infinity. So it's like you'll get, you'll see people get karma, or you'll like get your justice type of thing. Yeah, you gotta look back on it, or like, yeah, so next year is a 9. So 9 is like getting to like towards completion. It's getting towards the 10. So 9 is like, you know, uh like the 9 in the tarot, the 9 of pentacles is like keeping to yourself and being discreet and cautious, and having what you personally want. 9 of cups is the wish card. 9 of swords is, suffering and shit, and 9 of wands is difficulties. So between all the nines, there's only one that's bad. So it's like you might have a period of 9 where it's like, not that great. But if 9 is your life path number or your birth date, then it could be great for you, but not for everybody. It's all about the numbers in my opinion. So yeah, if you're a 5, then 2021 was probably very good for you. And see, if your birthday is like the 16th, and or I mean, if your birthday is the 17th, then 1 and 7 is 8. So this year might be great for you. Or if you're a life path 8, 8 would be good for you. So it all depends, like, how it works. But see, my birthday is February 6th, so February is 2, and my birthday is 6, right? So 2 and 6 is 8. So this year is going to be good for me because my birthday and month is 8 equals to 8. So it's still significant in that way. If you're a life path 7, then that's going to be very difficult because sevens are always 7 is anybody who's a life path 7 has a difficult um love life, has a difficult like time with family. They have like love lives that can be very difficult, or they have problems in their marriages, or they probably will never get married, or they like have like they stay with their family. They're very connected with their family, and they won't give up. They will never give up on their family life, or they're very connected to family. And 7 is also like a pain in the ass. Like you're always gonna have like issues every now and then, like with family, friends, relationships. But you'll have a successful career. You can be like a teacher, a lawyer, or instructor, a doctor, or a nurse. Like you can be like what do you call those people? Like a uniform, like uniform job person. So in your case, it makes sense because you're a teacher. So yeah, sevens are like that's what sevens are. Or they'll marry a butterball turkey. That's right, a stuffed one too. Then so yeah, life path 5s like myself. They're more people like me are like my life path 5 have um, many talents. You can do many things. Um, love life is also very difficult as well. And but one thing, you'll always have what you need. That's like basically what 5s are. And 5s are also like people who are very spiritual, psychic stuff, and all that type of shit too. Like you believe in all that stuff. You're like a believer. Yeah, well, it just happens that way sometimes, LZ. But if you add the month you were born, the date, the number, and your year all together, that should give you your life path number. So when you add up the 19, whatever, you 1 and 9 is 10. And if it's 80, then it's 18. So then 1 and 8 is 9. So that's how you have to add it. You just add them all together. And then you get your life path. And if it comes out to a double digit number, you add the double digit number. So if it's 11, you're a life path 2. So 7, 10, and 8. So 7, 10, 17. 17 and 8 is 17 and 8 is 25, right? Yeah, 25. So 2 and 5 is 7. Yeah, you're a life path 7. Yeah, you're a life path 7 because all those numbers add up to 7. Adds up to 25, and then 25, 2 and 5 is 7. So that explains everything. But see how your birthday is the 4th, like the 4th month? So if your birthday is April 4th, right? Like it is, so you're 4. So 4, right, was 2020. And you said you had a good year in 2020. So that's where the 4 comes in. But 2023, last year, you probably had a crazy year. You got me? So the numbers add up in different ways. So that's why, like, you can, like, July can also be, yeah, if 2023 was awful, that's where your 7 life path kicks in. See, because the 7 life path is not like a great thing. That's why last year was awful. And that's why this year is starting to be a bit better because you're out of that number. And that's why your birthday, the month is more significant for you. So 4 is a better number for you. So that's why 2020 was better because it was 4. It was the month of your birthday. So all those numbers mean something. See, and the 30, right? The 30 is number 3. So in uh 2019, you could have had a good year or a shitty year too. Like it all depends. But 7, I know a lot of women that are 7s, 7 life paths, and they've had a shitty love life, and they're very family oriented, and they have great jobs. Like they're good at what they do. Not everybody, but most do. And sometimes the 7th month is bad. Like July is bad for them. So this if this month wasn't great for you, now you know why. July is never good for me. Like it's always a pain in the ass too. I did like a whole live on like numbers, and I used to have all the paperwork with all the life paths. I used to calculate people's life paths on here and talk about it a lot. But see, you got your life path, you got your birthday, we got your month. You got to find out what like number is good for you. Like what's your number, you know? So to me, September is always a good month for me, even though 9 has nothing to do with me. But it's weird because in September, I always have a great time. Like it's always when I start something and something great happens to me in September every fucking year. It's weird. And 9 has nothing to do with me. So it's kind of unexplanatory sometimes. It all depends. Like it all depends on how things are, you know. It's also like if you know what time you were born and what day you were born, that can also make a difference. It makes a huge difference. I was born on a Sunday, so if you were born on a Sunday, it's also a significance. There's so much I can tell you, like with all that shit, but I'll be here all fucking night. But yeah. Oh, there you go. See, you were born at night on a full moon on Wednesday. That can also explain it too. See, you have a lot of sevens and fours. See, the fours and the sevens are always around you. See, so seven and four is 11. 11 and seven is uh 18. One and eight is nine. So next year could be good for you too. Next year is a 9 year. And if you got to find out what full moon, what the full moon was in. Yeah, because you see how we just had a Capricorn full moon. So when you were born back then, find out what moon was, like what full moon it was, and that can also explain certain things too. It was in Scorpio, but there you go. See, that's why you're the Scorpio rising and thing. See how it all explains itself? And Scorpio has 7 letters. See? It all makes sense. See? And Taurus has 6. 6 and 7 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. See? So that's why 4 is good for you. All this shit makes sense. See? It all adds up. Numbers are crazy, man. And that's why I see numbers every day. I see numbers every fucking day, all day. It's always been a big part of my life. Always. Like Wednesdays can probably be really good. Now, a lot of people say lucky 7, but I don't believe in that. 7 ain't lucky for me either. I've never been a 7 type of guy. I never see, I was born in 1977. But see, 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. That's my life path. So 5 has always been. Today, I was in my workshop and I was like, fuck, what time is it, man? Picked up my phone and I saw 555. Fucking crazy. And I just smiled and thanked Spirit, you know? That's exactly what I did because like I don't get shocked anymore when I see these numbers all the time. It's just a regular thing for me now. It just really is. It's just like whatever. Like I'm totally over it. So to me, it's always been fives. 5 this, 5 that, 10:55, 12:55. You know, it's crazy, man. Well, uh, if you add up 1981, it equals to 10, and 6 and 4 is 10. See, I'm a mathematician. See how quick I did that, Dan? That's very significant. When you get a number adding up to 10, 10 is completion. So you're always ready to complete cycles and complete everything. 10 is a good number to have associated with you. 10 is always completion. 10 is like always completing a cycle, always wanting to complete things and always want it to be perfect and always want it to be good. 10 is like, that highest number. So it's like, and 10 equals, 1. Like the 1 and the 0, it always boils down to 1. So it's always like going from 1 to 10. You can always reach the 10 all the time. You'll never have a problem not reaching it. Yep, that's how it works. That's like me. All last year and this year, I saw a 955. So 9 and 10 is 19. That 1 and 9 is 10. So I was about to complete a cycle. That's why I kept seeing 955. So there you go. And the 10th is the 10th month is October. So 10/10. That's completion. You're about to complete your cycle and go to Australia. See that? That's a good day to travel, Justin. It's a very good day to travel. And if you add the 10, the 10th, the October is the 10, and then this year is 8. 10, 10, and 8 is 28. 2 and 8 is 10. So you're completing the cycle. That's 10, 10, 10. See? You're completing your cycle. So that's a great day to travel because you're completing that cycle of leaving where you are in New Zealand and going to Australia. You can't make this shit up. That's why I stress numbers all the time. Numbers mean a lot. Numbers mean a lot. More than everybody thinks. Numbers have always meant a lot. Yeah, algebra has never been anything that anybody uses in life. I don't know anybody in this world that says, oh, if it wasn't for algebra, I wouldn't know anything. I've never met anybody that said that to me. I don't even know anybody that uses algebra in their day-to-day life. I really don't. I always thought that algebra was the most useless thing in the world. Between that and biology, I don't know what's more useless, and history. I could care less about what somebody else's country has. I want to learn about my own. And biology, I ain't dissecting no fucking frogs and cats. Leave them alone and let them live. And I don't give a shit about, all that biology trash because I'm not a scientist. And history, and like I said, I don't give a shit. And algebra, I could care less. I just need to know how to add and subtract and multiply. Fuck the rest. What can I say? That's how I believe. All right. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm gonna get my ass to bed. I've been on here for 2 hours. My ass is starting to get numb. I'm gonna get up and take my dog for a walk and then go to sleep. I'm so happy to have my damn car back. I can actually go do things. I have to go back to the city tomorrow and get some more stuff for this job. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get up and paint some of this wood that I have, put a coat on it first. I'm doing my sister's closet. It's a big ass L-shaped closet. I just got all the wood for it. So now I have to primer it, paint it, cut it, and mount all the shelves in. And they're all going away on Monday. So I'm going to be home alone for a week. Party at Marky's. The pool's open. Come on, guys. Come to Bermuda. Let's go hang out. You hang out at the pool for a whole week. Everybody's leaving on Monday. Come by Monday night. I'll send my private jet to come get you guys. Just be ready Monday night. Just tell me where you're at, and I'll send the private jet, and you'll be here by Tuesday morning. You guys can party. I wish it was that easy. I wish I could. I wish I was a billionaire, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm sending my private jet over. You guys can hang out with me for a week in Bermuda in the pool, and I'll take you sightseeing, and we go beach. We go have fun. Yeah, there you go. It's okay, Dan. I got you. I'll handcuff you to the lawn chair so you don't get in trouble. And I'll give you some big black shades so your eyes don't get you in trouble. I got you, bro. Oh, shit. All right. Dan, Miss Bikini, thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm glad everything came through with Phil. And I'm glad all is well. It was a pleasure. Dan, hope you and the wife's all good. Jocelyn, thanks for being here. LZ, take care of yourself. Oh yeah, sure, we will be. Of course. Of course. Well, I hope we all stay in touch for many years to come. As long as we all behave, then we'll be okay. But yeah, that's I wish I can do that and bring everybody here for the week. That'd be great. But I'll be working all week anyway. While they're away, I get a lot of work done because they're not around. My sister and my nephews are going to go look at colleges for the oldest one, and they're going to be away for a week. My mom comes back tomorrow, and my sister, my oldest sister. So my mom's going to be back. I'm going to go. Oh yeah, right. Yes, you got. That's very optimistic, Justin, and I'm going to stay optimistic for that. Hopefully, I do, get married one day and invite you all to the wedding. That'd be great. That'd be great. I wish for that one day. I really do. But we'll see. We shall see. It'll be a hell of a wedding, that's for sure. I guarantee you that. I'll definitely have the best wedding cake in the world because that's one thing I've always wanted. I always talk shit about wedding cakes on here. I always say, hey, if you guys get married, remember I love cake, yeah? All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow at some point in time. It's Friday night tomorrow, so I'll be here. I'll be here talking shit and having fun. Anyway, love you guys. I had a great night tonight. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you all. Enjoy the rest of your night and your weekend.